How many days is it till Christmas?
5.
It's 5 days until Christmas. Everybody, welcome to the channel. It's your boy Savage Gamer 68. I am thirsty again. You can see the cup.
Hey, yo!
But today's another podcast episode with the homie Josh. I got somebody new this time because I couldn't find anyone available except Josh
I
to
exist.
do a podcast. But he also has a YouTube channel too, and I'll put that in the description. I might have a little overlay on the video so you guys can subscribe to this man. I'm trying to get you some subs.
Thank you.
But today's episode, I figured we bring it back a few years and we talk about our childhood favorite games. Now, if you guys have any childhood favorite games, list it in the comments down below. Do the tradition, comment, like, and subscribe. We're trying to get the 1,000 subscribers. Please help me. We're on the way there. We're only like 800 something subscribers away. I'm kind of falling behind. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this topic. Now, Josh, how long have you been playing games?
I want to say, if we're going to talk about like actual consoles, it goes about when I was maybe 6, 7. My father got us a Nintendo Wii, and I remember the first game I ever saw my older brother playing it was a Pokemon game. I don't remember the exact name of it, but
Was it like Pokemon Fighters or something like that? Because I mean, I've never heard that that Wii had Pokemon on it.
oh no, the Nintendo Wii had a ton of Pokemon games, from Pikachu Park to Pikachu Park 2.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah, you
ones.
remember those games.
Yeah,
But there was another one that he was playing where you played as the trainer as you do in
yeah.
Pokemon games, and you do Pokemon battles, but it wasn't open world.
It was
It was
basically like you just walk to a certain place and you get to choose your Pokemon and battle, almost like a mobile game.
I
How
um it's such a long time ago. I personally never played it
yeah,
because it was my older brother's game,
yeah,
but it was my first exposure to video games.
yeah.
Before that, I watched him play Flash games. I played a little bit of Flash games, but at the time, I didn't really know what I was doing because little six,
Oh
seven
yeah,
year
yeah.
old.
When we were younger, we don't even know what games we're playing. We're just playing games that we want to play. Like I think when I was like 5 or 6, I actually got a Nintendo DS, and then I had like a GameCube on the side, and then I think I had like a PS2. But I was playing games like Pokemon and everything on the DS. I was playing. There was a game I loved, but I could never get all the monsters on. It was Fossil Fighters. That game hit differently. Those were like my two main games.
Dude, I remember Fossil Fighters. It was, what was it, for the Nintendo
It was
DS?
for the Nintendo DS,
Ah,
where you would go around and you would have like challenges and everything, but you would have to like mine ore or something like that, or some sort of material, and then it would be like a fossil, and if you get the skull, you get the monster or something like that.
yeah, there was an excavation mini game
Mm-hmm.
where you have the rock,
Yeah.
and on the bottom screen you use the stylus,
Yeah.
and you kind of tap it like as if you were using a hammer
Yeah.
and a chisel to break it out very carefully.
Yeah.
And it gave you a bunch of tools. It had like the big
Yeah.
hammer tool where you could use, I think, 3 times to break large portions of
Yeah,
it.
it was the large portions, and then they also color coded depending on the breed of the dinosaur and everything,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And then they had like different elements and stuff
hmm
too.
And I remember if you weren't careful, you could damage.
Yeah, damage the skull. On the skull that was damaged turned green and everything.
Nah,
And they gave you a percentage that said like you need to this is, if you get like 75% of the skull intact, then you unlock the monster or the little piece. If you don't, then you basically just threw away the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember it would turn purple if you hit it too many times.
I don't remember it turning purple. I know that if you hit it green, like when you kept hitting it, it turned like green or something like that. That was damaged. And then they made Fossil Fighters 2, which my brother played and everything, but I never played it, which I'm kind of sad about it because I want to play a DS and play Fossil Fighters again because that was my game.
I actually found my DS recently.
I found my DS too. The problem is it doesn't turn on.
Oh,
Battery's completely gone, bro. RIP my DS. But
dang, man.
but that was dead. I forgot what other DS games I used to play. Because I know I was mostly into Pokemon, Fossil Fighters. There was some other weird ones. I don't even know.
I know some weird ones I played was the My Sims Kingdom.
Never played My Sims in my life.
Well, well, do you know what My Sims is?
Yeah. I know that. I know the Sims game and everything.
Yeah, well, there's Sims and then there's My Sims.
Yeah, I only know about Sims.
Well, My Sims is kind of more story focused, kind of like mini adventures.
Yeah.
A lot more stylized. It's not. It doesn't go for a realistic take like the actual Sims
Yeah.
series takes. But the one game that I used to play on the Wii was called My Sims Kingdom,
Hmm.
and you play as a character who has a wand that you can create things, and you go around helping people on different islands.
Yeah.
And it was a fun game. I liked it.
Yeah. There was also some other games that, like GameCube, I used to play the old fashioned Mario Kart when they had it to where you can drive the vehicle and you have two characters in that same
Oh,
car.
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah, that one. I played that too. There was another game, Teen Titans. They had their own game, which I don't know if I damaged the disc or if I lost it, but like that was my. It was almost like Mortal Kombat, but open world.
Like a beat 'em up.
Yeah, it was like a beat 'em up thing, and every time you beat up a character or something like that, then you would be able to unlock them and everything. And then they have like arena battles and stuff.
Hmm.
I keep trying to search for that game, not like in the house, but online, and I can never find out like where it is. But it was like such a good one.
It's a bit strange.
They had that one, and then what else? I used to play Smash Bros on
Of
my
course.
GameCube, and then I evolved into PS2. PS2, I was playing Avatar.
Like The Last Airbender.
Yeah, they had that
It's an
one
interesting game.
where you played as Aang and you have to go around and beat these bosses and all that stuff. And then when you play in arena, you can pick as any character, everything. But I don't know, like that was such a long time and everything. And there was some other ones. There was one game which I loved. The problem is I don't know, um, because it kept crashing on me. It was Need for Speed Underground.
Oh, I've played some Need for Speed games.
Yeah, it was Need for Speed Underground. Me and my brother would always like play that, and there was this one area in the middle of the map that every time you go, it would do like a slow mo cinematic camera film of your car just like flying in the air. And then there was sometimes where if you go at high speed, there was like those small like little um, the vehicle that Mr. Incredible drives.
Yeah.
It was basically similar to that, but it was like purple or yellow, and every time you hit it at full speed, your car just flips over. It was basically like if your car had a brick wall. It was
Oh,
like a glitched out car that we kept hitting and everything. Uh, it was after once we started like doing the missions, we kept like crashing after we did the sprint races. Like we could never actually get further in the game. It just kept crashing, which was sad because I was like, I want to explore more of the game, but we couldn't because it kept breaking. And
yeesh.
then from that, we um we went into Nintendo Wii. Nintendo Wii is when all the fun happened because we had Wii Sports and everything. I was competitive in Wii Sports. I would always play. I would always lose at golf because I never knew how to play golf.
Not a lot of people knew how to play golf either.
Yeah, I
I
played
know I
I
didn't.
played golf, baseball. The funny part is, the funny part is that we were making the customized character names, and it was like funny as heck because we made a guy named like Butt Crack or Whooping Guy, and me and my brother would always have a grudge with one of the two characters. Not that we made, but like in the actual game, because we would always say that they're ugly or something like that. And we're like, all right, we're gonna throw them a fastball.
Oh, like the pre-made.
The pre-made ones when they show the teams and everything, and then we would always tease them.
I loved the me creator.
I made a lot of me's characters on there.
I remember one of my friends. We used to go over to their house, and they had this one channel on the Wii
Yeah.
where I don't know where they got it, but you could go on there and you could just download me's from wherever people have uploaded them from, and they had a ton of me's, just pop culture and everything. That Batman.
That man probably broke the Wii system and was like, all right, let's hack it.
No, I think it was an actual app, but I
Yeah.
just didn't know how to get it. But he had like Batman, SpongeBob, bunch of
Yeah.
pop culture references as
There
as me's.
there was more games because like I evolved from the consoles and all that stuff, but like when I was in school, bro. All right, look, this is going back in time. You probably remember this or probably don't. You remember? Did your school ever give you the Chromebooks and all that stuff?
Yeah, we got the Chromebooks.
Did you ever like there was a little cheat code on the Chromebook that if you swiped, I think left, like on that key, that it would show up like a regular dashboard screen and you can play like certain games and everything or do random thing. It has like a clock, it has some other stuff. Because there was a game I played every single time. Because whenever my teacher would go by, I would flip the screen and everything, and I would play a game called Stacks, where it's basically like Tetris, but you have to color code and mix the balls that are together. And as if it's the same color, it basically like removes the row and then changes around. So it was basically like Tetris. But you never played that?
Are you talking about like swipe left on what? The keypad?
Yeah, the keypad and everything. Like if you, I don't know if it was left or right, but if you swiped it left, you would go into this like little black like computer wall, and it was like a blank thing. You can add like a clock, you can add like clip notes, you can add like a game called Stacks, and then there was a bunch of other things. If I had those Chromebooks, I could show you specifically. It was basically like a free way of playing games.
Was Did it have like your actual screen, and then on the inside it had like the black box? At the top it had a search bar.
No, 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 no. It was basically like, so what it was is that you had your screen and everything where your regular content is, and on the actual like pad, not where the arrow keys are, but the like little small pad in the middle, if you swiped left or I think right, it'll take you to this black page where it was basically like a dashboard, and you
Huh.
can download or put anything that you want on there.
So kind of like trinkets on your phone when you hold
Yeah,
down the
yeah.
phone. Okay.
It's basically like that. It was like little trinkets that you could stick on that one page. And I used to download a game called Stacks and just play it like
Hmm.
crazy. You can answer it.
I'm gonna let it ring through.
You gotta love phone calls. I mean, the video will be.
Yeah, you can cut it out.
Yeah. But you didn't remember that game?
No. You
I'll
know,
show you one day and everything.
you know, since we're on the topic of school,
Yeah.
before we got the Chromebooks, there used to be, I'm sure you remember the computer cart.
Wait, you talking about the computer card that had the Chromebooks and everything there?
I don't know if they were Chromebooks.
Because I know that in my school they had the laptop, they had like a cart or something like that, and if you did your schoolwork and did everything and you're bored, you can just go over there, take out a laptop, and like play any game.
Mm-mm. That's not what my. Uh,
Okay,
I'm
then.
talking like back in elementary.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, no. So we had a computer cart, and it was kind of like how teachers had to sign up for the projector
Yeah.
so the projector can come to their class. They had to do the same thing for the computer cart. So as a kid, walking into class and seeing the computer cart, you knew that was going to be a good day because
Yeah.
you didn't have it every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Teacher says, "All right, we have a computer cart. Do some online research for your project. Really quickly. Oh, yep, that's the right answer. There we go. Let's open some cool math games
Oh my. You bringing back cool math and
because
stuff?
those computers had no firewalls.
Yeah, cool math. No, well, here's the thing. There was a few times where in school I would always go. What was that? What's it called? There's a specific thing. It's a study hall. There you go. I would always go to the like library and just play games on the computer. This is before they started monitoring everybody and all that stuff, just to see if they were playing games or actually doing their schoolwork. But I would go there and I would play either Cool Math or Unblocked Games.
I remember unblocked games.
Unblocked Games was like my stuff. That was before, like I found that before they they blocked Cool Math because I think my school was actually like creating a firewall
Oh,
where you can't play Cool Math. So I was like, all right, time to go to Unblocked Games.
no, the entire school district was doing that.
Oh yeah,
It was a school district wide firewall. Because
yeah,
I remember back in sixth grade
yeah.
playing games on the Chromebook and then walking in the next day to see that same website blocked.
That's why they had Unblocked Games. Yeah,
It was definitely something.
there was that. What about Cartoon Network? They had their own website.
Oh, I remember
They
that.
had their own
You
website.
remember it was the what was their MMORPG they had with like the robots?
TKO.
TK. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, it was called TKO. Where they would have characters from certain shows and dress them up as robot and like have them as robots, and you would fight each other. And like think every week they would release like new robots. But I think what was it like last year or something like that? It went on Cartoon Network, bro. They have no games.
Yeah, no, their entire service is like gone pretty much.
It makes me cry because I literally was gonna go there and play TKO and like play. No, they removed all the games.
Yeah, no, we're a few years too late for that one.
I remember that used to be my jam. I would play TKO. I would play some of the Cartoon Network games. There was the regular show bowling and all that stuff. I did that one.
I remember I played Ben 10. Uh, it's like a level editor kind of
Mm,
thing where you make your own levels.
yeah,
You should do that with Ben 10.
yeah. There was another game since we're on the topic of PC games, Roblox.
Oh,
Roblox, bro. When I was younger, I used to play a whole lot of Roblox, but I don't know specifically where I was. I was on my computer, I think, playing Roblox. But my favorite levels would always be the disaster levels.
oh yeah, Natural Disaster
Natural
Survival
disaster.
by Stickmaster Luke.
Yeah.
I think I made my first account in 2011, but before that I played as a guest. And then I lost that account, and then I got my new account in like 2016. So I pretty much grew up with Roblox.
Yeah, I played Roblox and everything. There was a few times there was a I was there was one game. It was the Pokemon Roblox, and you were able to capture the other players too with the with the Pokeballs. So there was one level where I went and you get to like spawn in and they give you like a few Pokeballs and you can go ahead and try and catch the Pokemon. And I go over there and like this captures Pokemon, but will it capture a person? So I threw the Pokeball,
Sure enough, it
person gets
did.
captured, and I think there was one time where I got captured. And it's like, I'm sorry, you cannot be released until the owner releases you.
Dang.
And I was like, okay, time to X out. But my other favorite ones was the tycoon ones where you're making money and all that stuff.
I love tycoon games.
Yeah, the tycoon game was fun.
There was one that I frequently have a fond memory of. I think it's just straight up called Mansion Tycoon.
Mm,
It wasn't anything like spectacular,
yeah,
You know what I mean? At the end of the tycoon, the mansion was pretty much just kind of like a rectangle, an orange rectangle. But they had one of the coolest like money source gatherings I've seen for its time, of
Yeah.
course. We're talking like 2013, 2014 Roblox here. It had a cube, right? And it had like I want to say like 100 buttons to the side of it,
Yeah.
and inside that cube you'd buy one button, and it would buy one dropper, and it'd go down. There's 10 of those, so you'd get 10 across, and those are the droppers. Now
Mm.
every row after that you buy are the upgraders in that one cube, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I also never really like played the tycoons.
Yeah.
I got in the game, I'd walk away, go watch an episode of Pokemon,
And just let the
co-
money roll in.
come back, and then realize I was disconnected for being AFK for
Oh
20
yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Because I know certain games have an AFK role.
No, they all have that. That's Roblox.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
If you're idle for 20 minutes, it just kicks you.
That's what happens with my Xbox and everything. Because every time I go and I like walk away, my Xbox goes to like sleep mode, and then it's like if you don't press or put any um like what was it motion on this Xbox, we will go to sleep and shut down in 5 minutes. I was like, nope, turn my Xbox. But no, there's one game in Roblox. I think you're gonna remember this. Remember where it was the. It's not the impossible challenges. It was basically like they give you a whole obstacle, and if you went and got through the obstacle and got to the end, you can have all those upgrades and stuff and just float around and just fly in the map.
Oh, that's pretty much every obby now.
Yeah. But there was like
Dude.
it was like an obstacle course. We had to go through like certain levels and all that stuff and jump, do other things, and do that. That was another one. The other good one that I played was the medieval one, where you go around. You basically like are grown up and trying to be like a knight or something like that, and slay dragons or bosses. There was one time where a person slayed a boss but never picked up the loot, so I went and grabbed it, and it was like an infinite
Oh wait,
damage killer
is it like
with the giants and all that stuff.
is it like a rogue like game where your camera's from an up down view and you're controlling your character
I think so.
and your mouse is like where your character's looking?
I think so.
Because
It,
I,
wa-
I I played that one. That one's so it's
it,
like
it was that, but then the sword had like a 9 trillion damage hit, so every time you go to a boss, it just one shots everybody. And I would always all get the good loot.
oh wait, we're not talking about the same game, but I do know the kind of games you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
That's like the
It was like a
old
medieval one.
cat's trying to knock down.
The cat's trying to get into the podcast. It's trying to show its cameo. My cat is literally trying to get in front of the podcast. That's why you see me do all those motions. But there was that. I'm trying to figure out what other websites.
Roblox is so huge. We could just talk about that for hours.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to see what other games we played in
I'm trying
when
to
we were
think.
younger.
Um,
There was the Gamebox website.
are we still talking about websites?
Well, I'm talking about games in general.
Oh,
It was they switched it to Y3 now, but it was like a Gamebox or something like that, and you get to play a bunch of other games.
I know there's a thing called Y2.
Yeah, I don't know I think it's that one where they had a bunch of games and all that stuff on the one side, and you can play. There was Swords and Sandals.
I remember Swords and
Yeah,
Sandals. Oh my goodness.
Swords and Sandals was a good game. Bam, my cat is interested in the box. We have this whole laptop on a box, and he's just like sniffing it.
Let's hope he doesn't eat the wires.
No,
But
he won't
anyways,
touch the wires.
Swords and Sandals.
But swords, yeah,
I never really got far in that game. I used to play it in class, and I remember me and my friend we used to try to race each other
yeah,
to see who could get the furthest, fastest.
yeah.
And so we would just bomb rush our stats into like agility or something,
Yeah.
and then just run.
That game I used to love and everything. The only thing that got me upset was is that you were only limited to like how far you can play. It was like after the third boss, you had to pay like a subscription or something like that just to be able to get further in the game. That's what like pissed me off, because I was like, I'm so interested in this game, but yet they're gonna give me the subscription fee or something like that.
Yeah,
But I was like, what, 10 years old or something like that, so I was broke. I didn't have money. So I was doing that. What other games? What other games? PlayStation, Wii, GameCube. Uh, oh, you ever played a game? Like, it was a website called Ancon.
I do remember Antcon.
Bro, there was a lot of games on there that was like funny. You remember the Jelly Battle where you're playing as like little jelly humans and all that stuff, and they're like on a bunch of keys, and you have like certain abilities. So you can either punch somebody, you can shoot lasers or rockets.
I don't think I played that
It
one.
was called Jelly Battle,
Antcon.
and
Hmm.
and your character like you can choose to where you move and all that stuff, and you can stay in the same spot, but like certain keys had upgrades or abilities and all that stuff, so you could just jump there and just jump there.
Yeah, I don't think I played that one.
My favorite game on that entire website was Raise 2. It was a shooter game and everything, and I was a god tier player on that game. Just nasty.
I played on Antcon back when I was like back at the beginning
Yeah.
when I was about like 7, 8. So I wasn't too into shooters at that age. So I don't really. I played a lot of Ultimate Sonic Flash though,
Yeah, I think
which the Sonic
I think
games.
I've played that once or twice, but Raise 2, bro, you can choose any character skin you want or something like that to customize your character. You can There was like a whole bunch of weapons that you can unlock and everything, and then you can choose like factions or something like that. But there was one time where I was playing free for all, and I would have like a whole bunch of weapons because they had like each number key was their certain weapon. So I went, kept shooting everybody, and it would also like you can do headshots, you can do like body shots. There was one time where every time you hit the person in the in like the like lower extremities, it would say crotch shot or something like that. And then yeah, I was just a beast in that game. I think I died like a few times in that game, but I was all over the place. Oh, there's another game. I don't know what website it's on. I think it's Y3, but it was the game. I don't know the title, but I can tell you how it is. It was a game where it was like some sort of cartoon character or something like that, and he had like underwear on. So you would grab the underwear and everything in the game, and you would flick the guy and all that stuff. And he'll just go flying, and he can either hit the glass or he can fall somewhere. I don't know what the specific game name of it is,
I'm not entirely sure
but
myself.
the guy looked like Samurai Jack
Hmm,
and everything. And you could just flick him, and he just goes flying across the screen.
definitely interesting. You know what you did just remind me of though?
What?
Uh, I think it's like Shopping Cart Hero. Oh, that's the name of the
Oh,
game.
shopping! Yo,
Shopping Cart
are you talking
Hero.
about the shopping cart thing where you have basically you are like going down
The
the hill and
stick
everything?
figure.
Yeah, stick
Yep,
figure
you know
shopping cart.
exactly what I'm
You
talking
go
about.
down the hill and all that stuff, and every time you go down, you get like a certain amount of money. Then you can buy the upgrades, and if you were like professional, you can get like the extra people and all that stuff, and then you get the little kid that was in the front. Bro,
Yep, Shopping Cart Hero was so good.
shopping cart. Didn't they make like four of them?
I remember they got up to 3. I don't
I know
recall
there
4.
was like a number of them, but I used to play all of them whatever I could, and then um the Duck Life games.
Duck Life was also great. That was another one of those games I
Duck
played.
Life Duck Life was a good one and everything. I can't I think it was like the first three games was easier, and then once they got to like the fourth one is when you it was more challenging or something like that.
4 was pretty much just a rehash of 1, just
Yeah.
done better. And then from that point onwards, it just kind of spirals. Well,
Yeah.
not like in a bad way, but like
No, it went.
away from what it originally was.
Yeah, there was that was a good game. I used to play Duck Life all the time and everything, and then because I know that the first three you basically go, you do the race and you can get the food and all that stuff. I think four was the one that was more complex, where it's like, hey, do you want to race to get an egg? Do you want to race to get this? Wasn't there one game where you could choose between like five different um
That was 3, Duck Life 3 Evolution.
oh yeah, where you
Yeah,
could
there's
choose
4.
yeah.
I think there was 4. There was the yeah, there was 4 because there's 4 stats each one. There's the athletic duck, the swimmer duck, the really good flying one, and the
Yeah.
really good climbing one.
Yeah.
I, I, I made up the names. I don't know if you could tell.
No, you're good. No, there actually was a few ducks that had different stats and everything. Like one was good for agility.
Yeah, that was the starting 4, and then they
Yeah.
evolve they evolve twice,
Yeah.
which lets you play as 3 different ducks: the starting one, the second evolution, and the third evolution. And then technically, at the end of the game, they all evolve into the final 4th duck.
Yeah.
But not much. Or maybe something does change. I don't remember. Haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, there was that one. I forgot one game. It was the I think it was in ancon.com, but it was the penguin flight game where you get to
Learn to fly.
learn to fly. That
Yep.
one.
That one was really fun.
That one
I
I
think.
used to,
Do you know they got up to Learn to Fly 4?
I did not know that. I know that they like evolved their game, and I think the one of them was like realistic glaciers or something like that,
Yeah,
and you were able to like get a rocket and all that
yeah.
stuff.
If I remember correctly, Learn to Fly 4 is on Steam for free right now. So,
Am I trying to do product ad placements now?
nah. It's a good game. It's a good
Not a
game.
sponsor.
Not sponsored.
Yeah,
Not
but
sponsored. It's a good game.
um,
It's fun.
wasn't there a realistic one that took you like all over the world?
Not to my knowledge.
I think one of the Learn to Fly games is where you can go to like different areas. If you reach a certain amount of miles, then you unlock a new place to do it and all that stuff, and just keep flying. But
I know I know one franchise that stuck with me throughout my entire life,
what?
childhood included. Sonic the Hedgehog.
I used to play Sonic and everything when I was younger. There was I would play Sonic the Hedgehog. I think it was my GameCube or PS2, but it was the ones where you had to like fight off Eggman and all that stuff. You like it was like regular races, and then one time you get to play with Knuckles and everything, and then they had like the underground water places. There was one level I could never beat. It was the I think the dragon one or something like that, or the sea serpent. I don't know specifically what it is. There was like one level, but there is one game I'm pissed that I could never finish. It was Finding Nemo.
Huh?
Finding Nemo on the GameCube, bro. I could never finish that game. I'm upset I never finished it. I got all the way. It was like an adventure game. I got all the way up to where you fight. Who's that big shark dude? Isn't it Bruce?
Yeah, yeah, I believe his name is Bruce.
Yeah, yeah. It was the part where you're inside the ship and you had to like swim away and everything and not get caught. But I would always like fail in that little level section.
No, no, Finding you said you've never found out the end to Finding Nemo, and I said you never watched the movie?
I watched the movie and everything, but it was the actual game that I could never like fully
Okay,
beat.
okay.
And it was a realistic game too.
Have you ever seen, like, speaking of Pixar,
Yeah.
have you seen the Wall-E game?
No, I've never seen the Wally game, nor have I
Oh,
played it.
dude, that game is classic. I never had it for any consoles or anything. I had it on PC as before they had like actual discs and
Yeah.
downloadables for the PC. They had these things called PC ROMs where you'd buy it and you put the disc in your computer, and it's a ROM,
Yeah.
so it boots up the game. And that game was so fun to play through. on my dad's computer because I didn't have one.
Yeah, we didn't have computers back then. I mean, I had a computer back then, but like it was one of those like old school computers. There was like so many viruses on that computer, bro. Because I would always play games, and then apparently I found out there was like viruses and all that stuff in those games.
Yeah.
I think the last time I scanned my computer, like my oldest computer, it had like 27,000 viruses.
Damn!
Bro, it wiped my whole computer was just trashed after that.
I don't know how you let it get to that point, man.
It was because what was the you probably don't know about this or probably do, but it was a PC game, but it was like a full thing. I don't know specifically what it was. It was like Full Adventures or something like that. It was some sort of like open world game that they had. And it was like you get to choose like oh I know what it looks like, but I don't know the name. And you'd have like different rides and stuff, different skins. You could drive like a spaceship or something like that.
Was it like an educational thing?
No, it wasn't educational. It was like open world and everything. If I think about it,
All right. Well, while you think about that, you want me to list off some of the Sonic games I played when I
yeah,
was
yeah.
younger?
What's some of the Sonic games?
All right. So I played Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic and the Seven Secret Rings,
Mm.
and then we got to Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. Uh, and then we had Sonic Black Knight, Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic
That
Games.
I have played. I have played that game.
That was a fun
That
one.
one was my very fun one. There was what was the one game that you had to like it wasn't shuffleboard, but it was like the discs.
Discs, and you had to like
Yeah.
do that to make sure it gets on the spot. Okay, I'm really bad with sports. I
No,
don't
you're
remember.
good.
I
You're
do know
good.
what you're talking about though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like shuffleboard,
Yeah.
but on ice.
And then wasn't there like a dance one and everything where you
Figure skating.
yeah, the figure skating dance one where you had to like you and another character have to like listen to the like mash the buttons and everything.
Ooh, I don't know about matching the buttons.
Yo,
Like via listening.
I got a game for you and everything. You probably played it, you probably haven't. I think it was for the GameCube or PS2. But the old SpongeBob game,
Oh, Battle for Bikini Bottom.
I think that's what it was because you go and you get to do like there was like different mini games and everything you played, and one of them was like a music battle and everything between Squidward, SpongeBob, and Mr. Krabs, and
Were these like mini games?
I think it was a mini. It was like mini games and everything, or it was an actual story. I don't know what it was, but you were like on a You were in like a concert, and you had to match the buttons together to make the music.
Well, I don't think that was Battle for Bikini Bottom then,
That was
because that
another.
I don't know.
That was one of the SpongeBob games.
It might have been one of the shovelware games that Nickelodeon put out. Possibly. I don't know.
No, I feel like it was Battle for Bikini Bottom. Like the old school games.
My memory could be failing me though.
No,
It's
you're
been a
good.
while.
There was another game. It was the you remember those Joy-Cons that they had? It was like a SpongeBob shaped Joy-Con and you plug it into the TV.
You talking about plug and plays?
Yeah, plug and plays.
Oh, those were something else. I used to have one where it had Pac-Man. It had I can't remember what it's called. It had the mouse and the I think it was a cat.
I think so.
Where you it had layers and it had ladders, and you kind of run around. You got to grab things and go up, and like there's doors you can go through. I forget what it's called. It's like Mac something.
No, because the one I used to play was the SpongeBob one, where you had to. There was like different mini games, but the one game that I kept playing was you had to make like a Krabby Patty order and everything, and all the stuff would fall and everything, and they gave you like little orders like he wants double cheese and everything, so you had to like move
Oh,
your character.
I've seen that one. I think I've played that one on a Flash website
Yeah,
before.
yeah, and you had to match all the things and everything, and then you can either choose to miss the item or choose not to. That one, I don't know if I still have that joystick.
Ah, since we're talking about like I forget what they're even called. I'm just gonna continue calling them shovelware.
Yeah,
It's like brand
yeah,
stuff. I for the Wii again, which the Wii had a ton of shovelware,
oh yeah,
like just everything thrown onto it. My dad bought this Wii game. It was a NASCAR game. You know
yeah,
what NASCAR is, right?
yeah. The racing game and all
Yeah,
that stuff,
racing.
professional racing.
And it was pretty much just Mario Kart, but with NASCAR. And I used to play that a ton.
I'm trying to figure out what other Wii games I played. Oh, I played. Hmm, Oh, there was one time where I played. I don't know if it was GameCube or it was Wii. It was Indiana Jones.
Lego,
No, not Lego.
just straight up.
Just straight up Indiana Jones.
Oh, how does that? I don't know, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, and you had to like bounce. You had to. It was like an actual like story game where you have to go around like certain levels and you had to like beat off bad guys and stuff and fight them. But there was one time where I could never like get past the plane part because I was always terrible. But there was one time where I actually figured out how to get past it and I finished the entire story mode. But you get to choose like you get to grab items from the map or something like that, beat people up with like beer bottles and whips and all that stuff. It was like a live action one, but I also did play the Lego one. Lego one was fun. There was always that one jump in the one level. It was like the um the level where they had like the clock tower and everything, and there's like a little garden or like a church and everything, and the rest of it was just city, and you had to like destroy the two, um, like bad guy escorts or something like that, and they were like those black vehicles
Yeah.
with the what do you call it? What do you call it? What's the top part of the car? The roof that kept like going down.
Oh, it's like a convertible.
Yeah, yeah, you had to shoot the convertibles and everything. But in the middle of that map, they had like a little jump that if you go fast enough with the motorcycle, you can actually like fly all the way up there. And then if you hit like a certain button, your vehicle got a boost. And I would just always fly up. And
You
always,
you abused the physics.
yeah, I always use the
Oh,
physics.
I love doing that in games. You know what game's really fun to abuse the physics?
What?
GTA 5.
Mm.
I've seen videos of people like actually flying across the map with a motorcycle.
There actually is a jump that you can um do in that. It's by the airport. There's a like the big ramp that goes all the way up, and if you go fast enough, you can actually hit the top part of it, and then you can slow mo the camera and all that stuff, and just see how far you go. But
Oh, physics-based games. Gary's Mod.
never heard of it.
You've never heard of Gary's Mod?
No, never heard of Gary's Mod.
Gary's Mod, Gmod. I know you've heard of Half-Life, right?
I think so.
Half-Life, Half-Life 2.
I've heard of Half Life, but I never
Oh,
played it. Never played it.
dude, you're missing out.
What?
Gary's Mod was huge. I mean, still is huge.
Wait, isn't that the guy? Isn't that the game where it has like the little creature? He's got his mouth wide open and all that stuff. And there's the one character that has the light that you have to walk around. Or is it? I'm thinking of
Gary,
Rayman.
no, you're thinking
I'm thinking
of
of Rayman.
yeah. Gary's Mod. I don't even know how to describe it. So you know what Half-Life looks like, right? Vaguely.
Basically, I think.
Okay, really quickly. Let me just
Yeah,
look
I was
up.
gonna say you might have
Yeah,
to
let
show
me
me a
let me just
picture.
let me just show you a
You might have to
picture.
show me a picture because my brain, like speaking about all these old games, bro. I'm like thinking.
Gary's Mod. You've absolutely seen this before.
Hold on, let's look.
There's no way you haven't seen Gary's Mod. It's everywhere.
Isn't this like a same
It's
thing as
it's a
Turbo Dismount?
no. No, absolutely not.
Okay, then no,
It's
I've
it.
never seen it.
You're kidding me.
I've never seen Gary's Mod.
It's a sandbox game where basically you can load into the game normally.
Yeah.
Just use whatever they have in there normally, which is just a bunch of Half-Life and Half-Life 2
Yeah.
assets. Or they have access to the Steam Workshop, which has literally everything except for Nintendo products.
Mm.
Nintendo DMCA'd Gary's Mod and took down everything Nintendo related. But actually, Gary's Mod is a beautiful game. You go in, do whatever you want. Beautiful. But I learned about that again when I was a lot younger because I saw my older brother playing it on his computer, and I was like, "Whoa, this is the coolest thing ever! You have a laser minigun fighting a T-Rex with Master Chief on your right side,
Yeah.
and like some random anime girl on your left. This game's awesome."
Yeah. But I feel like there was another game that was similar to that and all that stuff that I played.
Roblox has a lot of that now,
Yeah.
actually.
Roblox has taken over the world of gaming because they're putting all games into one and all that stuff for there. No, but there was one game I played a long time ago, which I still have I think some of the boxes because I wasn't able to scratch my. But I played World of Warcraft
Ah,
when I was younger, bro. I was one of those players.
ah.
I was a World of Warcraft player. I will admit that.
I can't.
And
I can't blame you. I played a little bit of Dragon Ball Online
the
Global.
funny part is, I the the good thing is that it was a good game. You know, it's open world and all that stuff. What like from back then, I was like nonstop playing it. Like every single day that I could, I would play it and all that stuff on my computer. Looking at it now, bro, just for you to be able to get your account to where it is and all the new updates and everything, just to start your own account, it's like $400.
You serious?
Just like not to buy the account, but like to get all the assets and everything, to get all the expansions. Membership costs money. Like for me, it was like 3 months of prepaid game time is like $40 or something like that.
Yeesh, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, so it was bad, but I was playing it like nonstop. The first account that I made, I got banned or something like that because I don't know what I was doing in there. Second one, I made like a fake account and everything, and then I got hit with two-step verification. They were like, "We need to verify your email," so I got hit with that, and they made a third account, which was my good account and everything, and I ended up having like 110 level hunter orc or something like that. I was like all out going crazy, and then they got hit with the email verification thing, and it was a fake account. So I was like, let me just create a real account. And then I looked and I was like, if I were to create a real account, it's gonna be like $400.
At that point, it's not worth
Yeah,
it.
so I was like, it's not worth it and all that stuff. Because the prepaid game cards, if I don't play for 2 months and I don't pay for that month, that means I have to pay $40 or $50 again just to get 3 more months of playtime, which wasn't that good. But I used to get tons of mounts. I was mount farming, where I was like the OG in there. But now I evolved into Wizard 101. Wizard 101,
That's not as bad, honestly.
yeah, it's not as bad, but if you look at it, bro, I've had that account since like 2013. So my account is like 10 years old, and I haven't played that game in like a year and everything because I was taking a break. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Like when I first played it, I was like a low leveled wizard. I was unlocking certain places, and I didn't really understand the game at first. I had like a heckhound, which was like a fire dog, and I stopped playing it. I eventually went back to it and everything, and because me and my brother used to share the game, where he would make a character of his thing. If he wanted to play and level it up, he would go to my room and play it. Then I would play as my character and everything. But he gave me his character and all that stuff, so I have all the schools max level. But because of the two new maps that they added, I have to go back and play them, which eventually I will someday. But I have about like 100 something thousand crowns in my account. My account's worth $1,000, bro.
Actually,
Actually, like I have so much stuff on there. I have every spell in the game and all that stuff. Spellmans too, except for the new ones they added. I had like all the schools max level and everything. I had pretty much everything so far going. Like I put in roughly a grand into that account
dang.
just to get where I am. Because the thing is that you have a choice to either get crowns to buy the places permanently or you can rent them and everything. I chose to buy them out because if you buy them out, you don't have to worry about spending money again for that world. You can just teleport, travel wherever, and then that's it. So
That makes sense.
yeah,
Viable.
I like for that. If you want to unlock every single place, you would have to roughly have about 500,000 crowns just to be able to unlock every single place in that game. But yeah,
Is that important?
yeah, it's my mom. What do they want? I'll be like you. Put them on mute. Let me see. Yeah, just mom.
How long this is right now? We're actually almost at an hour.
Yeah, so we can finish it up and all that stuff.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, but well, yeah, I used to play Warzone 1 and everything, and I still do, but not right now. I mean, you already know that I stopped playing after my last Warzone 1 upload, which is the live stream that I took 7 hours on. 7 hour live stream. Yeah, 7 hour live stream of the entire gameplay,
Yeesh.
like the rest of that world. But yeah, that was a
Well, to wrap it up, I think we should talk about a game that I think everybody's played.
what?
Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft. I have fond memories of Minecraft.
See, that's what I mean. Everybody's played it.
Everyone has played Minecraft. The funny part is when I would play Minecraft, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. This was on the school bus, like heading towards school. My friend had his phone. He was like, "Yo, you want to play some Minecraft?" I'm like, "All right, bet, let me go play." I didn't know what to do, so I would always I think I got banned from playing Minecraft because there was one time where I made like a penis in the game and everything. He's like, "Bro, really, really?" And then after that, I lost my privileges to play Minecraft. But yeah, I never played Minecraft.
My
Really.
my first experience with Minecraft was my older brother's friend brought his entire Xbox over to our house and
Yeah.
connected it to the TV in our room. And I watched my older brother play Minecraft. And this is like old like version 1
Yeah.
Xbox 360
Oh yeah,
version of
360s.
Minecraft.
Where I remembered mine.
Yep. At where the lights go out, it's pitch black outside, has the old lighting. That was my first experience, and then from there, my older brother got his own account on his PC. He
Yeah.
played a bit on his computer, played the original Ore Spawn. That's a really old mod that has a lot of history within itself. Um, Eventually, I got my account
Yeah.
because I begged my parents, and the rest just kind of picked up from there.
You still have that account?
I still have that account. I still play on that account. I play modded Minecraft still to this day.
Yeah. I know there's a few people I know that play Minecraft, but I haven't really never gotten to Minecraft. I know that they made a Minecraft Dungeons game and everything, but I was never really into Minecraft. I was more into the other games like Assassin's Creed and all that stuff.
I like the creativity part of Minecraft.
Yeah.
Right now I've really gotten into there's this mod for Minecraft called
Yeah.
customizable player models.
Yeah.
You go in and it's an actual editing software, you make the models, you animate it, you
Yeah.
you you can play as them. But that's where I am
Yeah,
right now.
I would say, I mean, Minecraft's kind of like a survival game and everything because you have to try and like build a house. You gotta survive from creepers and all that stuff and everything. But there's two games that I like and I love playing, which this could be a different episode. and everything, because we can do an episode called Favorite Game Series and everything, which you probably already disclosed some of that.
Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That'll
there's
be
two
it.
games which we'll get more into another podcast episode, but the two games in my collection that I feel like are good games is Ark Survival and No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, there's no end to it, but they just added a whole bunch of new content and the graphics look amazing. I want to go back to play that, but the problem is I'm stuck on my 100% rule, so I have to go one by one and play all the other games.
Ah. Anyways, I'm
But
pretty much running out of time
yeah,
here.
yeah, you're good. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little podcast, us talking about our favorite childhood games. Like I said before, if you got a favorite childhood game, list it down in the comments below. Um, we have our next episode. It's probably gonna be with Josh or probably somebody else. It's gonna be called Being Unprepared. So like everything from walking into a battle, not having the proper gear, or going to a shop, turning in a quest, but realize we didn't pick up the item or something like that. So stuff like that. But um, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's your boy Savage Gamer 68, and it's also Josh, the homie.
Still Josh.
Still drinking my water. Gotta get the hydration. And you guys already know the rules. Stay savage, stay a gamer, and before we go, I need you guys to put down in the comments, well, not the comments, the polls, because I got the polls. Here's the result. I'll show in the bottom. We're at a split decision between the old intro and the new intro. We need to break it by Monday of next week. The polls will close, and we'll figure out which one's the winner. So let it know. Let me know which one's your favorite. Stay savage, stay a gamer, and just know, you got any final quotes?
Uh, Remember to like, subscribe. Some other third
Subscribe to his
thing.
channel.
Other third thing I'm forgetting about. And anyways, bye.
Yeah.